Hello. Is this working? It's working. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in tonight. We have a heroic division matchup for you between Nexus Retirement Angle and Rodney's Imaginary Friends. Tonight, I am joined by Sir Alfers. Hello, welcome.
Hello. Howdy.
Alright, looks like your audio's good, so we should be alright there. Going over the map bans tonight, Nexus Retirement Angle has banned out Sky Temple and Falskaya, and Rodney's Imaginary Friends has banned out Garden and Tomb. A lot of Tomb bans this season thus far, which I'm sad to see, but I haven't said who picked that map. That'd be the blue team has chosen Alterac as our first map. Let's see. Alright, so that's in. That's in. Make sure I have sound. And I do. Swell.
We're ready.
We're ready. Casters are ready. I'll mention that.
My body is prepared for this match.
Let's see. Let's chat. Yeah, Gibbs is a good dude. Alright. Just finding out hat. So, no Snarf tonight.
And Nova Banshee already on the side of...
Yeah, no Dark Wolf. Or maybe Dark Wolf is Aragonis. Who else plays for
maybe?
Nexus Retirement Angle? I feel like they only have half a roster. I know Gibbs isn't obviously there.
No, everyone else is on the roster officially.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. That's the only one that's subbing out off roster sub is Gibbs.
Okay.
And then there's only on the side of Rodney's Imaginary Friends, it's pretty much everyone's on the roster. It's just Snarf is not playing tonight.
Oh, nice.
Should be
Alterac pass. Oh, I should probably switch to the draft screen. There we go.
Not the worst idea.
Alterac pass. Not a lot of macro that needs to be done here. Basically, just get camp out and then run it down. So,
rinse, recycle, repeat.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Do you take Nova for the camp cooldown?
Bro, I mean, I would not put it past any team that has Gibbs and just in case to do that. So that would not be the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I don't know. Is Zebra offlaning with Nova? He doesn't
offlane
anymore.
Yeah. It's actually main tank Vikings. That's what I'm expecting, really.
I have it on good authority to believe that Rodney's tank is going to be playing likely a Diablo, maybe even be a first pick Diablo, depending on.
Tanking.
Yeah, Sparklark is tanking in heroic, which is awesome. I love watching him and I's journey. We were on a team together back in Div D West in like 2001 or something, or 2021.
I'm about to say.
Yeah, not that long ago. And then now he's playing in heroic, and I was in Nexus last season. We dropped down a little bit this season, but it's awesome to see his journey and playing up here with some of the best people in the game right now. So good on him. And they actually banned the Diablo, so I'm super wrong.
Everything I just said, ignore it.
Yeah, throw it away. It's gonna be interesting to see what Gibbs is actually playing tonight. If he's gonna be, I assume he's gonna be on healer, because it's his main role.
Definitely not gonna be DPS. So.
It certainly won't be DPS. He is.
Yeah.
I was gonna swear, but he's dog water at DPS. Let's be honest with each other.
That might be why they banned the Lucio.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I will fight to my last.
That's leaving the Brightwing available and the Johanna. This could just be Brightwing Joe, and I'd be surprised if it was anything but.
I'm betting Brightwing. I don't know about the Joe. I don't know how great she is on this map particularly.
Just get good stall.
Ah.
Okay. I'm just gonna shut up and let these teams draft as Sylvanas and Anubarak are taken.
Yep. It's just not really a great situation for Joe, because outside of fighting in lane and some tight corridors, it's not really as much value.
Sure. And I suppose you don't really have to take healer here. Like, either they have to play on the Brightwing, or you get the other meta healers, which are Anduin and...
Oh! So the side our RAF decides to go with Johanna and the Grim.
RIF, yeah. NRA, and RIF.
It's way easier than trying to pronounce the whole thing every time.
I think I'm just going to call them the Friends. Friends are coming in.
Honestly, excellent idea. Give me 1 second.
Friends and NRA. That's what your all's names have been reduced to. I was watching a cast the other day, and somebody in their stream title put BG something or other, and then another version of the other team's names. And I feel like you should probably have at least the team names right in the stream title. That's just a personal preference. Blaze band out here. Rounding out the second phase of bands is going to be that Brightwing. So Anduin on the board here. 2 healers banned out. Be interesting to see something a little bit more off meta, but I feel like Anduin's kind of a slam dunk here. Alfie has muted himself, so he will no longer be participating. Must have had something serious.
1 second, 1 second.
You're fine. Okay, so there's a little bit of spice. Kerosene pick here early tells me that this is going to be an additional healer. Maybe an Uther? That really doesn't make sense. But kind of interesting. Kerosene very good at just blowing up a single target. Anubarak good at isolating said target. This could be like Stukov maybe with it? Ooh, a lot of globals there from the side of the Friends. This could be Stukov. Wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world. Instead, it's going to be a Genji. So no double support. Kerosene the sole healer. Sylvanas and Genji are not going to receive a ton of healing. Anubarak can kind of hold his own. Leo obviously has a lot of self-healing. At the end of the day, I think the imaginary Friends can really hold their own in a team fight. So it's going to be interesting to see if the Nexus retirement angle can get the picks they need in order to create their advantage. We'll find out how it all plays out here in 3, 2, 1. We'll switch over to the map screen. Alterac Pass. Trending Tour is one of my least favorite maps. My statistics say that I play it well. However, everything else in my body tells me that I hate it. So we have Raver from left to right tonight. Nexus retirement angle. Raver on that Genji. In the top lane is Robot Wizard on the Leo. Lou just in case on that Sylvanas. McGiblets, the absolute boat anchor of a teammate, playing Kerosene. And then bringing up the rear is Aladdin on that Anubarak. And from right to left, our away team tonight is Rodney's Imaginary Friends, Aragonis on the Dahaka, Drinko playing the, the Falstad? No, Mundane Zebra on the Falstad, Drinko on the Rhaegar, Rodney and all of his friends on the Greymane. Who'd I miss? Sparklark, of course, on that Johanna. Spark correctly picking the lane here. But not quite in time to blind. There's a blind. There's a scoop. Aragonis is coming down. Good unstop there by Robot Wizard. And the macro game has begun. Monday Dream, but taking a lot of damage. At first blood goes to Giblets. He managed to do something right and claim the first kill of the match. Those that don't know, Giblets and I are quite good friends, and he tells me to be mean to him all the time. He's a masochist. Oh, Aragonis, is he gonna get this? No. Oh, the absolute jukes! The jukes!
The man just said no. I'm back. Apologies.
Oh, good. First blood, it did go to the side of the NRA. Giblets got the first kill onto Falstad there, so Mundane Zebra getting the first feed in. Won't be the last. But,
That sounds like a Zebra thing to do.
nope,
so
here we go. A little bit of an
consistent.
engage. Good dodge there on the E. The Genji really doing a ton of damage. Is Zebra just gonna die here? No. Okay.
No. He did take a lot. He's gonna have to tap it and see if he can reset for that.
Gibbs and Wizard doing a lot slower job on that camp than the red team is. Sparkler taking a lot of damage now here. A little just in case stamping up. Here comes a dive from the Genji.
Rayman's in a bit of a rough spot.
Yep, and the second kill by the Karazim.
Dang.
Gibbs
France
playing
is
like
not
he
able
really
to deal
wants
with
that
these
red
rotations.
jacket.
Yeah.
Is there a ton coming out here? No.
Brent so far doesn't know how to deal with the Genji rotations. Let's see if they can adapt as the game goes on. But this mid camp's going to push really hard with Sylvanas and Karazim right now.
Yeah, with the Falstad having to catch bottom to get that soak. Greyman a little bit far behind. That tower's as good as gone. At least I think it is. Right?
Yeah, it definitely
Yeah, there it is. I figured he had to
There
throw the
it
E. Leo coming down, providing a little bit of emotional support. At the end of the day, he's not going to be able to do much here. We have a gank attempt here in the bottom lane. Zebra just a little bit low.
Get ready to free them.
But he is not really in any danger here of Illidan having to go back for some mana.
Yeah, so far I think NRA is just commanding those rotations and setting the pace.
Yeah.
They're just struggling to keep up. Thank God they have globals.
Yeah, no kidding.
Woo. Zebra just made it out of that one.
Is he going to go back? Doesn't look like
All
it.
right, lads and lassies. Keep our
Why isn't he going back? He's going to catch a soak?
soldiers out of the fort.
I guess so. I guess he doesn't want to waste his fly for whatever reason.
Does he have flight? He does. What is he doing? And now he's going
I'm not
back.
gonna lie.
Well, now you might as well wait for the soak. Oh my god. Okay. I'm so
All right,
confused.
and we did.
Rodney putting some bullets into the back of the Genji as he scurries away. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Sylvanas still going 1v1 against that Tahaka. Waves are being cleared. The camp is pushing. Being cleared by the Leo.
No, we did. Friends, in the meantime, is now catching up, trying to clear the camp. In the end, NRA is still going to be setting the pace, and now they're going to have advantage because they'll have mid camp pushing while they're trying to cap, and Friends is going to have to take it.
Sylvanas is ruining Tahaka's life up here.
For a little bit, yeah.
He's just taking everything and his lunch money. Oh, it is possession. Let's take a look at the talents here. It is possession, so that's why he has such a... Does possession on their minions actually give additional essence to Tahaka?
No.
Probably not.
Essence, yes. Essence,
Oh, really?
Not, yes, it does.
Big fight here in the bottom
Oh.
lane. The Anduin, or excuse me, the Andubarak is going to go down. Genji has
Good.
no more escape.
Good dig by the Haka with that flank. So maybe Friends now can definitely capitalize and start getting that objective so they can stop the Genji from interrupting.
He had to
May
dig.
seem like a no.
He had to dig, but in return took half the fort top.
Now Falstad had to go up to defend it, so let's see how long they can delay this. They still got it.
Bark not quite able to get that, and now the body blocks are good. And once Shingen comes online, this Genji is going to be doing some terrible, terrible things to the Falstad, to the Greymane. Mundane
Pretty much
Zero
anybody
now
that
gets
decides to be in front of him will explode.
basically.
No, we pulled
The
the
early
NRA
cap.
finally gets the cap, yeah. Alright.
Falstad's already got 10 stacks. It's a pretty good number this early. He's basically been
Not at all.
AFK in lane, though, so that makes sense. And now he's going to get a good push top while this objective is going. And it
This
almost
should not be the worst thing, because Freds now has the camp pushing mid, and NRA won't really be able to do it, so they have at least one lane that's going to be pushed out through all this.
Yeah.
Haka dig bottom.
And here comes the flight. Oh, there goes the flight over the top. Sylvanas is all alone again, unattended on the top lane. Dig is down, flight is down as well. So Sylvanas just takes top.
There's quite a lot of cooldowns for a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah. Genji
not
is
the best.
just being a nuisance. Like, it's bad enough that the puddles already slow you. And then you have this Genji diving in every time you try to rotate. It's just brutal.
Yeah, it's not
at
particularly ideal.
Sylvanas setting up this wave on top. And I don't know what the vision is here for the Sylvanas. She sees the Dahaka. There's nothing else here. That bush could be really deadly. But there's just a massive wave pushing up there right now. And it looks like mid will be cleared up relatively quick. It looks like the play is to kind of position bottom here. We got 4 members of NRA coming down, trying to make a play here. And we're looking past now.
Right, they probably... Oh,
there's a good dive onto the Junkrat. There's the blow up, and that is a super dead Rodney. Super
Rodney.
dead.
See if they can follow with anything else. That seems like a no. This really just sets them up to potentially get mid off of this, because they'll have to clear both bottom and middle.
Gust is still up. It's going to
start.
be interesting to see if they go for a boss play here.
And the decision, I think, is yes. They are setting up for boss right now, with Leo coming in and Genji just being Genji and annoying as hell.
We take a look at the ultimates here for the NRA. We have the Wailing Arrow, X-Strike, Cocoon, 7-sided, and Entomb. Meanwhile, for the side of Rodney's Imaginary Friends, obviously Ancestral, go for the throat, so not bullet there, Mighty Gust, Shield, and Isolation. So pretty standard across the board. Looks like Falstad, Haka probably have, yeah, they're just going to give this. They know the globals are up. It's not worth risking it. There is the Dahaka.
Falstad trying to delay some rotations here, but yeah, at the end of the day, they did at least bait out dig from Dahaka. Let's see how specific this engagement
is. Kind of interesting here. Robot Wizard is really on an island, but so is their Dahaka. There's a shield, but the Leo falls right away. X-Strike doesn't quite hit anything, and a beautiful tongue there by the Dahaka to get the Genji. Jets the little bit of momentum that Rodney's friends needed.
Excellent counter engage by them. Great gust to get them off from everything that they were trying to do, and the tongue was perfection. So that's a free boss for the side of friends. However, Robot Wizard is back. It is still a 4v4.
Yeah.
It isn't necessarily guaranteed.
Ancestral is down, so that's a big ult to lose. Although, yeah, Leo getting absolutely blown up. Spark getting low as well. The Miniwave may almost get the kill. Lull just in case going in for the kill and ends up getting it. The boss has been leashed and is reset.
Just in case does die for this, but at least they got the reset. Can they keep delaying this? I think the answer might be yes. Yeah, because Robot Wizard is back once again. Leo perks. Might needs to be a good.
He gets knocked down, and he gets up again. Oh, huge Entomb onto his Genji. X-Strike there, doing a ton of damage. Gibbs trying to go in. The targets are a little bit split.
He looked at his CC and said, "Let me do it to my own team."
What the Stormpipe Guard can do.
So
if I was trying to entomb a Genji, though, that's the way to do it.
It's the only real way, dude. That's a great catch-up for friends. They caught up on XP. They're still behind on buildings, but they at least are now fighting on even terms with this objective coming up.
Yeah.
While Gibbs and Brave are a little slower to clear the camp out.
There is a shield onto this Uberak, and it looks like he might be able to get away. Is the Greymane enough? No.
Without go for the throat, it was just not enough. But they do get this objective. See how long they can hold it for.
And I think they're probably going to give the objective here. They have to clear camp. Sylvanas is doing Sylvanas things bot lane. Falstad's starting to rotate down this way now, but until that happens.
Maybe
curious to see what he possessions here. Yeah, it's the back minions, so.
Yeah,
I think Sylph can solo a Falstad? Wow.
Not necessarily. Maybe. Maybe not an auto attack Falstad.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, they are starting to fight for this. They are coming in. Leo has been tongued in the back. He might be going down. He actually manages to get out. And they are diving on this Joe, and the
not in time.
Just so late. Falstad flies in, tries to see if he can get a gust to save him.
It's a good gust. They just need to leave now.
Away.
They need to leave so they can defend.
Get
okay.
The objective.
Big silence arrow.
3-man silence for nothing. Not the worst thing though. Friends did manage to get the objective, even though they did lose Johanna for it. So.
There's the engage onto Rodney, who's just out a little bit too far. But the Ancestral does come out.
Just in time. Excellent Ancestral.
Oh, I didn't even realize that Rodney's got this objective. I thought it was the other team. And now with the Sylvanas going down, it's going to be a little bit scary here in the mid lane.
Yeah.
For the NRA.
They just managed to kill Sylv, and Braveheart just trying to get out as well. It's going to be a big push that they can get with this Greymane going forward.
Bottom still has plenty of health. There is a minion down there. We're whacking away. Mid is not going to fall.
Let's see how much value they can continue to get. Doesn't seem like they're going to be able to get really much of anything. once they get a couple deals,
they're gonna go bottom, or they're actually just gonna stay there and let bottom go by itself. Oh, the Shin gets sparked, just taking so much damage there. Big X strike. There's a shield though. Beautiful on-stop. Now that Gibbs has that on-stop ability. The shield is not going to be nearly as strong as an ult as it was pre-16s for the side of Rodney's friends. Still doing a great job clearing this bottom lane out.
All in all, man, they got the advantage, they got a kill, but they just really weren't able to get as much value. They're on even talent tiers, but not even one fort goes down.
Yeah.
What do you do if you just reset, take camps, and go again? Seems like it. It's all track.
Yeah, there's not much to do here, and as the NRA has picked this map, it seems they're very comfortable. It's quite evident they're very comfortable with the macro side of things here, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to macro, they're trying to get buildings, push out lanes, and create good opportunities for them to do other things. Money and Zebra really beating up Robot Wizard here in the top lane, and Rodney as well.
Yeah, all set. Kinda just wrecks Leo if he wants to.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can get ganked.
This is a 4-man gank top, actually. Spark is here, they have all ultimates available. But,
and they're just sneaking boss bottom. They're definitely gonna do it. I think they just
must
realized
have,
they're gonna trade.
They must have seen everybody go across.
Yeah. But good on Friends to realize that they didn't get there in time, so they're just gonna trade bosses through this, so could be worse. I mean, the issue is obviously that they do need to clear bottom boss for whatever reason. They're just gonna go straight to keep. See if NRA is okay with losing their fort for it.
Genji is going to be able to save this fort mid, but just barely. Just hanging on.
You gotta love that Genji wave clear.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this is going to be a 3-man push from the side of NRA in the bottom lane with this boss. Going to try to do a decent amount of damage, making sure that friends are responding appropriately here with the correct number of people. We have a gauge here into the bottom lane. Monday and G-Rook gets caught out. Oh. Beautiful gust, but an even better X-strike there by the Genji. And now, here comes the Dahaka, kind of on an island. I'm not quite sure what this rotation is. Is he going to be able to get him? Yes, he is, and that is a super dead Dahaka.
Oh, and the shield just missed, but so did the arrow. So a couple extra ults down for good measure, just to hit some air. And we reset. They should definitely not be trying to take this. This is very greedy on the side of Friends.
Well, okay, well, if they just cocoon the Joe, I guess. I mean, it's 3v4? 3v5. No, it's 3v5.
Definitely not a threat either. They don't have shields.
Oh, what did Rodney do? Rodney's in there to win it. Oh, the Entomb is just not quite there. Oh, over the wall? Yes, does get a hand onto that Rhaegar, but, yeah, it's not very effective.
It is solid, though. They did take away the camp. They might be able to just get theirs and then force the objective through that. So let's see what NRA decides to do from here.
Like a water Pokemon casting water gun on a plant Pokemon. Garden? Wait, what is that type? Grass type. It's not very effective. The analogy was there, it just was a little bit ill-fated.
The delay was a little slow.
My brain, I haven't played Pokemon in a while. Oh, shoot. Let's take a look at the 20s here. It's rewind. More hits from the Gibbs. Deafening blast.
Shroud of the Dead takes no silence entombed from this, which is an interesting decision.
Well, the only thing he's entombed is a Rhaegar on the other side of a wall and his own Genji, so maybe this is the play.
For what's been happening, definitely. However, he just doesn't want to keep dying.
Yep.
I understand. I understand.
If activated, become protected for 3 seconds, preventing all damage. I don't know if I've ever seen that ult used.
It's definitely strong. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not something that you typically would.
Oh, is Zebra gonna get out of here? Where's the Genji? Oh, Genji's looking, but he's not gonna be fine.
Ooh. Yeah, but now they have to defend this. At least top is pushed in for Friends, so they do just have to defend too. But man, this mid defense is gonna be painful.
Yeah, this keep is definitely dead. Oh.
It would take a Christmas miracle for Friends
good
to
tongue again for Cronus, but I just don't think it's gonna matter. Oh, man, imagine silence in there. Alright, we go back to the mid lane. Wolf, just in case, taking a lot of damage. A big engage here from the Anubarak. There's the Entomb. It is on to the Greymane. He can get out of there. I don't think he realizes it's not a silence Entomb. I think he would have tried to dive out of there if he had realized.
I didn't think he needed to, yeah. They just weren't threatening him for some reason.
Good shield there, a really good gust, and down goes the Sylvanas.
Massive engage by them. See if
Genji
can
and
kill though.
oh, the Shingen at point blank range ends up taking out the Falstad. It's a 3-on-3 though right now, as the Genji and the Dahaka are nowhere to be found. Genji returns to the fight. Oh my gosh, what is the Genji doing? Oh, the deflect damage is really good, but the Genji's gonna fall. Leo also gonna go down, and maybe win the war, lose the battle, that type of scenario there.
I suppose so. I don't think he realized that Rayman still had his go for the throat and took so much damage from that. But either way, they still lost bot keep, most of mid keep, and top wall. So
yeah,
not the best engage, but still a positive for NRA. And now we witness this beautiful camp clear, boys.
Yeah, now we're back to clearing camps. Robot Wizards going to come back here very shortly. The Friends have to push down these buildings, and they're going to do so. They're going to go take they're going to take mid, they're going to go bottom. Bosses are up in 10 on the bot side, and 18 on the top. Falstad's coming back up now. The level 20 Falstad Gust is something that is quite game-changing. There's a good engage by Robot Wizard, but there's just no follow-up damage here. Silence is okay, but doesn't really hit the back line for the Friends. So Falstad's going to clear these little minions back at the base. And then we're going to get camps out and see where the bosses go. Might be just a 1-for-1 trade, which I think does end up favoring the NRA just because they have that keep advantage.
Honestly, it has been interesting to see which kind of combination they're doing, because the engages are okay, but the Silence Head hasn't really done anything the entire game. Oh, that's a big tongue, but just
but Gibbs is there to give him a punch. Everybody is here in the top side. Falstad and the Genji are lurking. Leo is in the bottom here as well. Kind of surprised not to see the NRA go, especially with the Falstad showing mid. He has to fly, then gust. So there's a tongue onto the Genji. Here comes Falstad, starting to do a ton of damage. He just has to get out of dodge there. Very close.
ISO just barely misses. Alright, let's see what kind of engage they're going to be getting here.
There's an Entomb onto the Greyman. He's really trapped. Wow, what an Entomb, actually. That's really insane. He was caught between the terrain there.
That's the problem. Friends is just poking them out. They don't really have a consistent way to engage.
Oh my gosh, what a great gust there by Zebra. And Genji's going to go down. Man. Gibbs needs a target. Oh, the Leo just gets there. Sylvanas is going to fall to Zebra as well. And it appears that scaling has been achieved here for the side of Rodney's imaginary friends. Great gust there by Zebra this time around.
It's kind of the issue. If they don't really get the one burst kill with their engages, they just don't really achieve anything else in sustained team fights. They just get out-poked and out-damaged, and their 20s are just not as good as the side of Friends.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously the macro is good, but when there's no more buildings to take, then what do you do when you can't win a team fight?
That's really problematic.
Kind of the weird scenario they've run themselves into, or rather drafted themselves into.
There's just not as much synergy coming from the side of NRA's ults when it comes to 20s that makes it worth it, whereas with Friends, just one gust into wall and everything just explodes with Greymane Splash and Dahaka's damage.
You're gonna get here and be able to pick up boss, so this is gonna be impressive to see if NRA can keep both their forts, or both their keeps here rather. The forts are definitely hella dead, but let's see if the keeps can do it. It's only an Anubarak here struggling against this boss, and now he gets a little bit of support.
Well, those beetles do be doing some damage, boys. That is one thing. Their wave clear is not as strong as the side of Friends, so they are going to be struggling a little bit to maintain all of this, because you have everything pushing. It is good, though, that the bottom objective spawns at 4, so there's going to be a bit of a delay for that to come through all the way to keep.
Yeah.
It does give them time to clear. Interesting. Sylv said, I want this keep. I want it now.
Yeah. I wonder if Falstad can probably just kill her, right?
Yes, he
Take a
can.
look at the vision here from Syl. Ah, he's been found out. There's the silence. Can he get away? No. See, Syl is going to super die here, but it is going to delay. Right? Yeah, he's dead. He's crazy dead. Crazy dead. Okay. We go back to the action.
It's like, wait a minute.
A little bit of a delay, though. The Haka and Falstad aren't going to be able to do this, but this boss is scary. The top keep is about to fall. This is a game-ending push here for the NRA. This might be.
Yep.
This is GG.
Oh, this
that boss
is
very,
GG.
very healthy. Gust is still online.
It'd take a miracle for them to throw this.
There's a big Gust.
Dead.
Nobody quite dying yet. The Leo's going to be the first to fall. It's a good X-Strike, but the damage is just not there. The self-sustain, like we were mentioning, just so strong from the side of Rodney's imaginary friends. And they are going to easily, not easily, they're going to easily drop this boss, but they're going to take game one.
I mean, it's
it was
just
easy
a matter
after 20.
of those ults just didn't coordinate at the end. I think once that level 20 spike hit and those gusts started coming through from Zebra, it was just a complete game changer, and they really just had no response because they're more of a ganking comp and not really a team fight comp at the end of the day.
Yeah, as shown by the only 8 kills, and they were all very early kills as well. Leading the way in damage here was that Greymane Genji fouling for the friends.
Talk about a late game spike.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that sustain at the end too is just way more. Like Rhaegar was doing 93,000 healing compared to Karasim's 49, just mostly on the strength of Vince Restro and the fact that on sustained fights they just couldn't really take the cake there.
Yeah.
All right. Now to game number 2.
Yeah, nearly double the healing.
Yeah, that's to be expected. You don't really pick Karasim for the heals.
Yeah, the healing output. Never died, though, which is kind of interesting.
You know.
Towers of Doom.
Ooh, my favorite. Give me dings.
We go to map select. Steph with an F in the chat saying Alfie.
It is me. It is I, Miss Steph.
Towers of Doom.
Powers of Doom.
Asthma Chad has entered the chat. Gibbs must be sitting after going 4-0.
Asthma Chad, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Asthma Chad's on the side of Rodney, so.
Yeah.
Let's
Hey,
see
thank
what
you for the follow, Valkyrie Warrior. Welcome
what's
in.
exactly going to be happening here. So Spark has left.
That's weird.
Okay.
Who picked this team? So Team 2 gets first pick, so Team 1 gets the choice. Ow, my neck. Oh, I cracked that thing a bunch. Oh, Asthma Chad's on the side of Rodney's imaginary friends. Oh, okay.
That's what I was saying, yeah. So we'll see. So Asthma Chad's coming in for who? For
Spark.
Spark, yes. Okay. Run it back. Let's go, baby.
Towers of Doom.
Towers of Doom.
One of my favorite clips of all time was Zebra soloing 3 people under bottom tower as Blaze from 2 seasons ago. And I don't remember what I did yesterday, but I remember that clip of him absolutely dumpstering 3 people in, like, Storm Division. It was just outrageous.
Was that when Blaze was just, like, really broken?
I mean, he was still
Blaze?
very strong. Like, I don't think he really had that much of a nerf. It's still, first pickable.
Amen to that, yeah.
He's been played so much that people get bored of him, so what's going on, Nar?
And they really just don't want to deal with that Samuro. Lord knows that is very annoying when it comes to this kind of map. Just having someone constantly push you in from the sides.
I want to say Asthma Chad might be a Vikings player.
He's a everything strange that you could possibly think of in this game player.
Specifically, though, Samuro, not a one trick, but he plays a very good Samuro.
Yeah, Samuro, and you have Asmodan. Anything quirky and annoying to deal with, that's what Asmachad plays.
Yeah.
Pretty
That would be a great team name. Quirky and annoying. Brightwing's still on the table here for first picks. See the Samuro and Hogger banned out for the NRA, and Lucio and Joe banned out for the Friends. Brightwing's available.
They go with the
Junkrat's
Rhaegar.
available.
A lot of good picks to get from. Interesting.
Tried and true.
Conventional offlane? What? Asmachad.
Someone's playing Asmachad's account. That's not real. Someone NGS look into that.
That's what we call growth. Character growth, baby.
Character growth, yeah. Brightwing and Diablo taken.
Insta-lock. Okay.
Nothing out of the ordinary there. Why are these guys meta-slaving? This is heroic, right? Come on. Let's do something spicy.
Whoa. Yeah, come on, let's make it interesting.
Now Zagara and Azebo Asmodan.
There we go. Yeah, that's all we need. That's what the body's asking for. It's towers. It's gotta be.
Oh, Sylvanas, Snore,
Snore.
Nubarak, Yawn.
Snore. What are all these really good picks that definitely win
terrible.
games? Gross, dude.
Who wants to watch
Oh.
this?
I
Tychus
definitely
banned
don't.
because they have the Diablo. They're gonna ban. I don't know what else just in case plays. Junkrat.
Yeah, that's a pretty good ban. That would definitely be it.
Yeah, that's your take.
Don't worry, it's incoming choke all time.
Choke all Diablo. Well, there's no Tychus,
Yeah, I'm just saying, man.
but there is a Cocoon.
Greymane can only kill so many things.
Exactly.
That's 5 hit right there.
Could see a Blaze. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Blaze.
I can see the blade.
Hanzo,
Okay.
hell yeah, and Malthael. Okay, that's a little something different. We'll give you that.
Okay, okay.
It's not like a
See you,
Zol,
robot. Yeah, no, we don't do that around here. Where's the Drake meme when you need it? No.
but I
we
mean,
don't do
Zol
that
just
here.
gets absolutely farmed. We're not in Div C where I'm playing. Like people rotate out of their lanes.
They actually gank other lanes
Yeah,
in,
it's-
you know.
It's not just
good
4-man
instances.
bot run it down.
Stand ready.
Ooh, Vala. That's interesting.
Not a
That's
lot to get
strong
to the
pick.
Vala right now for the side of the NRA, so I'd half expect to see what do they need necessarily a mage, or it could be another strong auto attacker.
Li Ming, maybe.
yeah.
Rayming could be a choice. Oh!
Okay, now we're talking.
I should have remembered that. It was just in case that had left to pick. Of course it's Sagara. I don't know why I thought any differently. What normal picks? We don't do that here. No.
Well,
We tried that last game and it didn't work out, so we
Go
gotta
on,
go
pick
with something
Blackout.
spicy.
yeah, no, this is excellent. I'm gonna enjoy this very much. And honestly, the minions do kind of dumpster a Vala past 16, like well, anybody, but that is one way to
Yeah.
deal with such a thing. But the alt combos are relatively interesting for the side of the NRA because they have really nothing. I mean, they could have Arrow APOC, but then what? Maw might be a setup for an APOC Arrow combo, but I think the CC that the Friends have is a little bit more substantial. I do like their draft a little bit better this time around, too. Anyway, from left and right, down 0 to 1 is the Nexus retirement angle. We have Just In Case on the Zagara, Robot Wizard on the Malthael, Raver on the Hanzo, Eliden on the Diablo, and Gibbs, the absolute boat anchor again, on Brightwing.
The battle begins.
And on the side of Rodney's imaginary friends, we have Drinko on the Anduin, Aragonus on the Anubrak, Rodney 7M at Vala, Asmachad on the Dahaka, and Mundane Zebra on the Sylvanas.
Very good. Let's take a quick look at talents. Is Q-Build Vala
It's not the worst idea.
and Q-Build Hanzo. Alright.
The only real tanky hero is Diablo, so it makes pretty consistent sense. Now the Hanzo, that's an interesting choice.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have. I mean, I guess he's gonna be roaming, so maybe he's gonna get a lot more stacks than I think he will. But already 2
That,
stacks.
and then I
with
guess
Vala.
they're not really a dive comp because there's follow-up damages of Sagara, so
Yeah, that's a good point too.
yeah, their synergy isn't as strong. But we have Sagara just running it down bot lane, getting some towers.
Yeah, wow, Zagara was down there for a really long time. She must have been off screen doing that. Like, I didn't even catch her doing that, so... I mean, she's already half mana. It's...
Your boy has pressed all his buttons.
Oh, and he ran right into that roof. Taking down the side wall. It's pretty funny.
We got Robot here get demolished mid lane.
Yeah, and this is what
Right,
Zebra needs to do.
time.
Oh, it's enough, and now Zebra's in trouble. Is it going to be first blood?
What a poly!
Oh my gosh, Gibbs with the save. I mean, he's still... Oh, he's not going to die.
Oh,
there's an engage now.
God.
I'm honestly surprised he didn't keep going there. The minion wave was there. Robot Wizard would have healed up.
Yeah,
But,
their follow-up damage isn't exactly great.
No, Malthael, Diablo, and Brightwing are not known for their burst damage. Look at what Just In Case is doing in this bottom line. Like, this is elite.
they're pinging him.
This
He's
is
like,
Storm League. Yeah, he's just standing there. He's AFK. He's got no mana. Like, he's super dead, but like. Oh my god, he gets out. Oh my god, it's so irritating to watch. I'm actually tilted for Rodney's friends. He's not even gonna use his tap.
It just doesn't look fun, man.
It just doesn't look fun. What is winning fun? Like,
I don't definitely look at this and think, I'm enjoying myself right now. Oh, that is a great dive on the Hanzo.
I just missed it. I caught the end of it there, but yeah, Hanzo dropping in the bottom lane, and all that work that Zagara did is now completely negated by one kill and the push power that Rodney's Imaginary Friends has. Literally both towers and wall already gone, so really well done there by the friends, and they're gonna take this building. There's nothing stopping it. Zagara's there. Zagara can't stop this, no matter what she does. She can't do damage till 16.
Well,
now we have an engage.
They looked at that Zag and just took out all the creation aggression on them, but see if this goes anywhere.
They don't care about doing damage here, really. Dela. Oh, the Q and the Zagara. Well done there. Right before objective. Is there a flip? Yes. But does have any pull, I think, is still available. Yes, it is. Dahaka, though, is capping as the objective on Robot Wizard. As 3 pumpkins smash the top wall and towers. One objective.
Overall, it's just a lot of weird back and forth and bursts of pushing. Welcome to Towers of Doom, boys.
Both offlaners swapped altars just for shits and grins, I guess. I don't know. There's an engage onto Zebra. It's just a wet napkin fight. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, though, this is going to have to be responded to.
A Wizard is still fighting up here, though.
Rodney is stacking his brains out. He's already at 8. This isn't terrible, considering the lack of team fighting that's been happening. Explosive
and Hanzo,
arrows.
Unsurprisingly, only has 1 full stack of his Q. It's like that's hard to stack. Strange. It's a choice.
It must be for Maw. Is got to be the thought process there, right? Like, that's what the combo is. It's Maw, it's APOC, it's Hanzo's stun arrow, and then the Q arrow actually does damage with the explosive arrows. I don't know.
But you'd have to hit minions for that, so it doesn't even matter.
Is that only minions?
Might as well just go
you're
W.
right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh well. Hey,
I don't
look,
know.
You know what?
You know, there's a reason.
In Heroic.
Yeah, there's a reason they're in Heroic, and I'm where I am. So.
I haven't played in Heroic in like 3 seasons. I'll just not say anything.
It's an engage on the Zebra, but there's really nothing coming. But the Zebra's gonna be scouted by the roaches.
There's creep everywhere. He knows you're there, Mr. Zebra.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised not to see them push this bottom tower down. Just in case there's no mana. Does he have tap? He does not. 7 seconds on tap. There's a really good engage by Asmachad there. Diablo is going in.
Oh, the Malthael value though.
Great pull. Yeah, Malthael is doing a crazy amount of damage.
That's kind of the problem in the early game. They just have no way to kill Diablo at all.
I wish I could see which heroes the Hunter needs to hit yet.
I think you can if you just go to his POV. Let me see.
Let's see.
Yeah, he needs to hit Anduin once, Dahaka once, and Sylvanas twice.
Wow, that's relatively surprising. Oh, here comes Asmachad into the back lane, looking for some Gara booty, and not going to be finding it. Now getting CC'd here. Robot Wizard bringing up the rear. There is a good engage there by Aronis. Robot Wizard is going to fall to the auto attacks of Vala.
polys have definitely been saving this team from the Giblets, and he does manage to get the objective, but can he and the rest of his team get out from this engage? There comes the Nubrak.
Beautiful cleanse. I mean...
Ooh. Hey, that's sub pulling his weight, baby. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's about time he does something. Like, he's been tanking for 2 seasons, just absolutely trolling, so... It's nice to see Gibbs showcase the fact that he's actually quite brilliant at the game in a support.
Oh, that was... Look, that was a business decision, but it might have been a little miscalculated, just slightly. That was a choice.
I mean, you gotta respect the effort, I guess.
It was optimistic, alright? And sometimes we appreciate a little optimism. Full coming up from Anduin to save the Anubrak, and they just back out, but they did end up taking the camp, as they wanted to do.
Hanzo only one more stack to go.
Who's he got left? Who's he got left?
I think it might just be the Sylvanas. There's an APOC combo, but everybody just whiffing ults. Meanwhile, Sylvanas going down, and Malthael going down as well in the mid lane. So
that's a trade, but that's a pretty good trade, all intents and purposes, considering it was 2v1.
Yeah, Dahaka does have dig up. Kind of surprised to see him not coming in here while they're so far under tower. But
now I understand who he has left. It's a Sylvanas that just died, so that's why he hasn't gotten it yet. That'll do it.
That'll do. Nothing. It is actually Nidus.
Are we surprised?
I guess I kind of am. I mean, both ults are pretty mid at best, so... And there, Hanzo is completing his quest.
The Mach could definitely be strong. It's one of the few good things about having Zagara in the first place. The problem is their comp follow-up for it is non-existent.
There's an engage. Oh my gosh, Diablo just getting out of the way of that dodge. That should be a super dead Hanzo. Giblet's just getting away as well. Malthael is super late to this fight, and right now Rodney's imaginary friends are imagining themselves holding a trophy at the end of this game.
I mean, Malthael's doing what he can. He is playing PvE Simulator and soaking to his heart's content.
Yeah, he was very late to that objective, though. In fact, he didn't show up, so...
Yeah.
4v5.
So late, you didn't even go to the party. Rude. Absolutely rude.
He fell asleep on the couch and didn't even come.
That would be me. I would.
Kobe!
Oh. One more time for the boys. He hit a building.
We just got NA arrows all over this place.
It happens, man.
Ooh,
it's still better than I would
with a dive, it does miss. Gonna be needing a pull here.
I think he's still fine.
Not.
They're follow-up. Yeah, the damage isn't exactly...
That's right, they're not 13s yet.
They also have a Zagara Hanzo as their DPS in general.
Yeah, it's essentially double mage with the Q build.
Yep. Alright, well.
One last right
waiting
stack
for 13s.
Burning Beetle's ferocious stalker.
Alright, so we got a whole bunch of things happening bottom. Rodney pulling back, he's a little low. Zagara just gonna do her thing and shove this building in, because that's what Zagara does.
Yeah. Building's gonna fall. It won't last for long. You think Zagara is just gonna eventually have a Nidus on every tower? That'd be kind of an interesting thing to see. Take it.
Well, that's probably the intention. It's the only reasonable thing I would do. Now, did they look to engage here? This might be their best shot, because Vala still doesn't have her percent damage to mitigate Diablo, so he is still virtually unkillable at this stage of the game.
Sylvanas is kind of on an island here right now. Well done there by Diablo, dodging that Rain of Vengeance. Malthael is going to get a free cap top. The Haka just also not participating, and now here comes Dig into the back line. Do we see a big engage? There's Cocoon. There's a beautiful tongue there onto the Zagara. Light Bomb comes out, but there's no E in for that. Diablo now in a lot of trouble. Surely he has souls. Great cleanse by Giblets. The Silence Arrow is good, and down falls Diablo. No amount of blinks is going to save that. This tower is going down. I'm yelling timber.
It's just the rotations from the dock are just a little bit quicker, and the engages are a little bit cleaner, man. We haven't seen a good APOC combo at all. We haven't really seen a good arrow. Like, so many ults are either not landing.
They didn't use any ults. They have all their buttons.
And if they even use it, it's just not landing.
Yeah.
It's just not. The setups just have not been there for Rayvar.
And yet somehow,
and his...
they're down a level, they're down a tower, and they're still up in core by 3. So,
you gotta love her.
all they gotta have is one thing start to go right for them, and they're gonna be in a really good position here in this game. Is Hanzo gonna try to yeet another arrow? There's no way he misses this time. He's looking for it. He's trying. He's scouting. He's not gonna try it. They're just gonna take the tower back, let the pumpkins push. Here we have an engage onto the backside. There's Cocoon onto the Diablo, but just misses the Sylvanas as she scurries away on that creep. That's not creep spread speed, is it? I don't know. It can't be. It wouldn't be. Where is the Sagara? Spell shield. Okay. Wait, spell shield? I see the other. No, I can't. Alright. Pumpkin's here trying to be pushed in. Lowell, just in case, gets blown up by Rodney, who is now at 41 stacks and is doing a crap ton of damage to single targets. Meanwhile, here in the top lane, it's a 2 against 2. Great tongue again by Asmachad. But Monday Zebra is going down.
APOC goes out, but doesn't really connect. It's really just the same thing. They're just not getting those consistent engages. At the end of the day,
they're not quite. Ooh. Spell arm. Oh, hey! Oh,
the extra bounce, baby.
And this is slowly spiraling out of control now for the NRA.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just if they don't really turn this around with one good engage with APOC, it's not really going to happen anything.
Beautiful.
Good cleanse by Mountfield.
Is he out?
And
he is out.
And it's just a wiggle out. Look at him.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Look at him. Who would have thought?
Oh, he missed the first Q or he would have been super dead. Is he still dead? No. Oh, Rodney almost gets the kill. Lowell, just in case, playing Storm League Simulator here in the bottom lane. Gonna be able to get this tower back. Right Wing and Hanzo doing the same for their mid tower, but this other objective is up bottom. Boss is up. Lowell, just in case, dying yet again to the Vala with good follow-up CC from the Anubarak.
Well,
I just don't.
That's kind of the problem.
Back from this, I mean,
there's still a chance. There's still relatively uneven talents. If Zagar can come in and they get one good engage without the Haka being there, it's still possible. But they're just not in a great spot. They need to have the perfect setup for their engages. Like Diablo hasn't even gotten a single wall stun since level 13.
Yeah.
That just shows you that the coordination just has not been there from.
Yeah, you're right. Devastating Charge does not have a single stack with a quest up. Literally, Anduin has more stuff. Well, I guess that's a level 4 talent, so you can't necessarily blame for that. But yeah, they want to do their camp, but they just can't. Asmachad slowly waiting in the bush.
They just kind of take it and dictate position here. Sylvanas looking at Malthael, but nothing's really going to happen. Yeah, this is kind of all or nothing for them right now. They have 20, so now they have to even wait and kind of let these pumpkins through. They can't really
yeah, they can try
here.
to clear them, but with what wave clear?
With what? The Sagara, you know.
It is Caltrops,
Sure.
so Vala is going to be super scary to really any target. Yeah, they can just kill Diablo at this point. Gibbs doing everything he can. The spell armor is insane. Malthael's going to die because Gibbs had to pump everything into Diablo, and now Reaver getting caught. Zagara.
Justin.
Zagara is getting farmed. Yep. I don't think Rodney's missed a Q in at least 5 minutes at this point. He's at 51 stacks.
This is GG, it seems. Two altars with 5 apiece. It should be the end of the game.
Even
but
if it's just one out. Boss, yeah, this is super over. Diablo is just gonna let Diablo cap this. No way.
There's no way.
Okay. Slam! Hey, you got a stack.
Hey, you got a stack, boys.
Oh my god, Gibbs is still keeping him alive. That's insane. Gibbs, no, he's flawless.
No, the KDA.
Oh, Gibbs.
Excellent
Oh, he died
job by the
twice. Okay, never mind. It's not a big deal.
Ultimately, though, it really is just a draft difference. Honestly, I don't really think that the side of NRA had any kind of synergy that made sense with their comp, especially with Nidus Network instead of a follow-up to any of this.
Yeah, something to stop the hard engage at the Anubarak. I mean, they're full dive, so Anyway, Rodney's imaginary friends taking it 2-0 much more convincingly in the second game here. So congratulations to them.
Congratulations. Good job, friends.
I can unfortunately not do an interview tonight as I have to jump in the car and go pick someone up from the airport. So, I'm going to wrap it up here, and thanks everybody for watching, and apologies to the NRA and Roddy's Imaginary Friends. We'll catch you next time, but Alfie, thanks for joining me. And
Absolutely,
it was
a pleasure.
We'll see you soon.
Thank you, everybody. Take
Bye,
care.
friends.